8 dates crack 8 safes. This is Christmas. December 8. Yes! Yes! March 3. There we go. Who blackmailed Herbert? Who was behind all of this? 45292 coincidence? What does that mean? What's up, guys? Welcome to another Blueprints episode. Today, well, actually, before I begin, I haven't actually played in a few days. I've had a few things to do. I've had a lot of work going on, and I also did a big walk around the island on which I live on. Anyway, that was all for charity and stuff. It's been crazy recently, so I haven't gotten down to play Blueprints, but now I can sort of relax and just play a little bit. Although you can't really relax in this game because my notes are a little bit aggressive, I would say. And speaking of which, I have updated the Excel because I have been editing all of the episodes up to this point. So I pretty much know everything that's going on at this point. There are a lot of like lore bits which I've pieced together as I've edited, which I can't tell you them right now because I can't really remember the specifics on that. But if we ever get to a point where it's needed, then obviously I will be able to tell you. So this thing as well, I have thought about this. So this is what we saw in the hovel. And we know, and actually one lore bit which I did piece together is in the hovel, you have the letter of termination to Mr. Ravane. And so it's kind of implied, I think, that this is Ravane's like hovel. This is Ravane's place. And in that same place, we had this note. So he was also, I guess, looking for room 46. So I think that could be useful to know. But we haven't heard anything else about Mr. Ravane yet. So I wonder if he'll come up later on. I have thought about this and I think I know. I think it's to do with the dartboard. So I don't quite remember what the order of the colours are in terms of like what's addition, what's subtraction and stuff. But once we get to the billiard room, we can solve this. So we'll do that. We've got the laboratory thing still. We've got the key card number, which hasn't been used again. I thought these would be the same, but no, they're not. We still have this weird thing from the music room. I don't know if this is like... Obviously, it's a treble clef, but there's a lot more spiraling going on, so I don't know what that will be. Safes, I've updated this. We obviously have opened a lot of safes at this point. There's 8 of them in total. We've gotten 5 of them, and I'm quite impressed that we've done that, to be fair. Here are the 5 red letters. I mean, all of these are just summaries. This doesn't get into the nitty-gritty of every little word in there, but it is just kind of a good summary of what is included in the letter. I've also noted things like the fact that in the office, the red envelope has an 8 on it, but it's 90 degrees rotated, so it does look like infinity. Similarly, in the drawing room, the red envelope has the word 6 on it as opposed to the number. So I wonder what these inconsistencies actually mean, if they mean anything. I've also added stuff from drafting strategy number 3 and also Alzara. I've basically quoted all of this and then put a little bit about the moon symbol on the door. So a lot going on. We haven't really updated anything on Angel's family tree. I've added Courtney, which is Mary's cousin. And then, yeah, that's basically it for now. I'm really excited to get into today's episode. I really want to see if we can get into the basement. I don't know how we do that yet, but I don't know. And I want to get a library, of course. I mean, there's a lot of things that I would like to do in the day. We're just going to have to see how it all pans out. I think the priority is always going to be looking at new rooms. Also, like the pump room. I would like to get the pump room, but I think to get that, we're going to need to get the pool first. So, lots of stuff going on. Day number 8. 8 is a very common number in Blueprint, so this could be a good, lucky day. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We get an extra 20 steps from the sauna today. So, hopefully, like, I would like to get the sauna today. Not the sauna, the hovel. The hovel would be nice because the hovel means you don't need gems, you only need steps. So, imagine if we get a hovel We get an amazing run with the hovel because we got loads more steps, and then we get loads of gems on the way because we're not spending any gems, and then we get a freezer at the end. That would be a perfect run because that would mean we get the gems the next day. Like, I'm thinking about it, guys. What? Okay. So first of all, Tomb. Tomb just sounds insane. We've heard about Tomb in the Architectural Digest book. So the tomb would be good to learn about. It looks like it could be quite big as well. Like, I wonder where this staircase actually goes. I wonder if it's a bigger room. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 gold in the tomb. Okay. So that's... Okay. Okay, that's fine. You could get a lot of money off of that. Shrine, I'm not too bothered about. We've seen it. It would be nice to get another blessing, but I think it's more important to see new rooms at this point. And Schoolhouse is the most intriguing one. Schoolhouse adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Classrooms. Is this going to be like the classroom run? I'm most intrigued about the Schoolhouse, followed by the tomb. I mean, I'm intrigued about both of these. The tomb also has a black border. That's a little unsettling. I'm going to go Schoolhouse today. Because I did not see this coming. Add 8 classrooms to the draft pool. What is in here? It is just like a random ass classroom. Herbie! Okay, so Herbie is our brother. I don't know why that's etched in here though. Wow, did they get schooled at the manor? What is this? Oh, it's just books. Oh, there's stuff here. Okay. It's a blackboard. Looks similar to the one in the study, except the study had stuff on it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Closing address. I don't know what that means. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meagre as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give the speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, oh, okay. Thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. If they can draft the halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? I'm doing such a bad job of reading today. Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me. And if I am standing still in 8 months, if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Okay, so Mrs. Peterson, Lady Epson were involved in, or Lady Epson seems like she went to this school. Mrs. Peterson was the principal or future principal of the school or whatever. And then the manor was used as a school until the other school was built in March, or the campus was built in March. I don't really know what's going on there, to be honest. I will need to look into that between episodes, I think. Just to get more of a sense of what's going on. I think that is the case a lot of the time. I think a lot of the time when I'm in the moment, I'm really focusing. Yes! I'm really focusing hard to actually read properly, and I'm doing a terrible job today already. But there we go. Okay, I thought I was going to turn that one off. I was like, what's the point of that then? Yeah, I think a lot of the time I focus on trying to say the right words rather than interpret the words as I'm going. But it's good that we got that, because that means we got one more of those to go, and then something happens, supposedly. I have no idea what could happen. But we'll see when we get there. So really, we are completely set for today with all of our steps that we've got. I would pick Reading Nook. I mean, actually, no, I don't want to pick Reading Nook, because then I would go left. I'd go west, north, but then I would go back east, and I don't want to go back east. But it's good to know that you can go into the Reading Nook and then draft the library out the other side. I wonder if the Reading Nook looks different now that we've changed it to a Reading Nook. But I'm going to go straight for the library because we drew the library. And I want to read Swimbird. I want to read Swimbird. Yes. Okay. Children's book time. Let's freaking go. Okay. Oh my. Okay, this has a long history. Borrower, July 2nd, 85, Herbert S. Sinclair. Mrs. Peterson, we just heard about twice. 3 times Mrs. Peterson has taken this out. Wow. Didn't know teachers loved children's books. No, I'm kidding. Simon, actually, like us, we checked it out on Christmas Eve, 1985. Anne Babbage, house manager. Detective Bon Margle, maybe? Ah. Oh. Now, I did say I was going to make a timeline in the Excel, and I haven't done that yet because I think that's a very big task. But I think it's interesting here. 1987, right? 1987, I think, is when Marion Marigold went missing. And I think, I could be completely wrong about this, I think it was February 1987. And so it would make sense that there's a detective here, March 87, checking out Swimbird by Marion Marigold. And now, November 14th. Oh, I didn't even realize it put the date. It put today's date on there. That's quite good. That's another way to find the date for the shelter. So yeah, Simon P. Jones. Cool. Okay. Ruffington Red Publishing, 1985. This one is, so 2 years before her disappearance. Swimbird, Marion Marigold. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not a seabird. You are not a swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. I got the shivers. I got the chills there. That was actually, I mean, I didn't expect there to be much in this. Like, this is very, like, surface level stuff. Like, it's not going to go deep into anything. But, really liked that. First of all, I just really like the poetry of this. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, arrive on the wave bird. I can't speak for the life of me. It's really annoying me today. No, but I think the fact that they repeat bird, 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 and they repeat dare, dare, dare as well, like, dare is interesting. So, you read stuff like this, like, as I say, very surface level stuff. very much like children's book, picture book, everything rhymes, it's great. Like, it's all happy days. But first of all, this isn't even like a happy ending. Like, notice that. Notice it's not a happy ending because this guy has a passion, right? He has a passion to be a swim bird. He's a bird. He's always told to fly off and be with his friends and flying in the skies. But he has a passion and he wants to derivate from that. He wants to go and swim. That is his lifelong passion. But he gives in to peer pressure almost. I dare not dive and I dare not swim. I dare not step foot in the ocean again. There's nothing that's actually happened. Like, the ocean hasn't changed. He hasn't had anything bad happen in the ocean. Why is he not going in the ocean? It's because of peer pressure. I dare not smile and I dare not laugh. They will do it for me and on my behalf. He is just giving in. He's got this vulnerability of the other birds laughing and mocking him. So, and it's just like, there's no happy ending to this. It's just him looking out at the ocean, wondering why daring just feels like defeat. So, as I say, surface level stuff, but there is a deeper metaphor here, and I'm thinking it's to do with Marion Marigold. I think I can't pinpoint a specific, like a very specific connection, but I'm just thinking generally, like Marion Marigold. It seems like I still don't really know. Like, here's the thing: I don't really know if Marion Marigold is a good person or a bad person. There are so many things pointing to the fact that, like, she was just politically associated because she was associated with her family. Like, she was brought into the family of Herbert S. Sinclair, and therefore she was brought into the politics. That's why she had a pen name in order to, like, write children's books, because that's more like, they won't associate me with politics, therefore I can just do my passion of writing children's books and people will love me for it. But at the same time, there are things that are pointing to the fact that she's like a criminal. She's stealing ruby crowns and she's being smuggled overseas and stuff. Like, I just don't know what to think of her. It's because we haven't really heard from her, like, at all. Have we? Was one of the red letters from Mary? I forget. But I don't know, because I'm thinking it's to do with the fact that she wants to do her own thing, but she can't because she's connected to the family and the political associations. Like, she's daring to. It is interesting. They say dare on pretty much every page. Okay, maybe not, but the daring thing is a very common theme in this. So, like, why the daring? I don't know. It could also be like, these could also represent the critics. Remember, she wrote she wrote Red Prince as her like first children's novel, and it got an award, but the critics were all like, this is a political statement. And I can imagine they were a lot like this. They were just like, that's political. It's anti-royalist. And sure, I think Marion Marigold probably is anti-royalist. I think along with her family, like, they're just like against like that sort of society. But like, I think this is representative of more things. I did notice here, maybe red herring. No, I don't think so. RGB. It starts off so innocent and so cool, and it's really cool to see Swimbird swimming, but then it's just really depressing and no happy ending. Really interesting. I think quite significant, but I don't know what to think of it. I really don't. Okay, let's go up from the library. Study. You may spend gems to redraw floor plans. That's quite good. Also, Great Hall, though. We can't get the boiler room yet, but I think we'll go Great Hall. We can't use the Great Hall yet because we don't have any keys, but I'm hoping for maybe a lockpick or something. Let's see. I think hallway is the only way to go here, really. I mean, maybe even parlor. I'm going to go parlor. This run could end quite quick, actually, if I'm not careful, but... Oh, this is different. Oh, it's different from the last one, the last Great Hall that we've seen. So this should get us 2 gems if we do it correctly, which I'm a bit scared that we're not going to do it now. The black box contains gems. Okay, we don't know that. This box and the blue box are empty. We don't know that. All 3 boxes are empty. Okay, so black is false. Which means it's either true, false, or false, false. No, sorry. No, true, true. They could both be true. The black box contains gems, or... I mean, if both of these are true, then it's in the black box. If this is false, then it means the blue box... I think it's the black box. I think this has to be true. No, because I feel like this can be true without this, with this being false. This box and the blue box are empty. Ooh, this is a tricky one. I'm going to bet that it's black, and I think I could have messed up here. Okay, there we go. It is. Okay. Phew. I feel like I didn't actually logic that out very well, but I didn't want to spend ages sitting there trying to figure it out. Okay. Now, if we do the reading nook here, are we going to get another library? We can't, right? Surely not. You will always draw library. I mean, it is worth testing. Plus, we're going to get a key from it, so we'll be a little bit safe for a little bit. So I'll take the key. Are we going to get another library? We are? I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. But does that mean we can now... We can! And we get a magnifying glass. Okay, perfect. That's quite lucky, actually. So now I want to try and check out... I think History of Orindia. I think that one is the most interesting here. Because we've done Swimbird, we've done the drafting strategy. I think the pump manual will be useful when we get to the pump room. We can have a look around and then we can get the pump manual if we need it. And then I'm not too fussed about the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. I don't know how that's going to help us that much, but I think the History of Orindia will give us a little bit more context as to, I guess, the world that we live in. All right. Okay, I'm a bit scared that we're not going to do well here. Oh, I really want to get classroom, but I have to get observatory, otherwise we're done. Oh, not necessarily. We could go through the Great Hall. Oh, do we want to do that? That's a tough choice. No, let's be careful here. I think I didn't read classroom. I didn't even read classroom. Damn it. Okay. So we don't really need to read the fixed stars every time. We can just go in here and see what we get. Oh, it's an apple. Yes, farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. We'll see if we can get a secret garden so we can spread some fruit. Okay, through here. I really want to get the pool. I really want to get the pool. But it's going to use a gem. No, we have to spend the lower ranks getting the resources. 2 gems is much better than a pool and 0 gems. In my opinion. Let's go this way. I think this is a place for a closet. What do we get? Oh, a reroll dice. That's good. And another gem. Okay. I'm completely fine with that. That's not that bad. Now is a good place for the classroom. So, while drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each, like, stencil room in your house. That's not a stencil, that's a compass, but like for each draft room. So I think that includes the drawing room, that includes the study. Okay. Oh, and the reading nook. So that's quite good. So classroom is actually quite good. I like the effect of the classroom. Let's go into the classroom. There are 8 of these. So we'll see what the classroom does and if it's actually useful to us. Grade 1. Oh. So there's 8 classrooms. And we're going to go up a grade each time, I reckon. Oh no, it's going to ask us some trivia. Oh no. Oh, apple. Extra delicious. Perfect. Classrooms have apples. Of course they do. 5 steps for an apple now. I am noticing red flag. That is very much a red flag. Got a globe. That again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, infinity, 9, 10. That's trying to tell us something. There's definitely something going on with the 8 and infinity. What does the infinity mean? I don't know. Nah, I'm convinced that's trying to tell me something. Is there something on the letters? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Okay, that's fine then. I think. Sure. This is a cool room actually. This feels like a big room. Like, it feels like this is going to give me a lot of clues to a lot of the other puzzles. Speaking of which, classroom puzzle, can you find the difference? This is telling me how to do this. I like that there's a lot of different ways that it shows you, like, how you solve this puzzle. I like that, because I feel like a lot of people aren't just going to, like, understand it immediately, and they're like third room. So Sandon and colours: blue, green, yellow, violet, red, orange. I guess that's showing me like blueprints, green rooms, shops, bedrooms, red rooms, and corridors or hallways. Okay. Nothing in the drawers. Alright, so what is this? Colour worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct colour. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, purple. What are these? Oh, are these like regions? Like one of them's going to be Arinda, one of them's going to be Fen, Aries. Okay, so we got orange for the pumpkin, red for this because we saw it in Red Prince. Blue for the lake, yellow for the banana, fire hydrants red, we saw that in Red Prince. I guess green for the lizard, broccoli green, blueprints blue, purple for the grapes, but then we don't know the flags. So that's interesting. But what is that going to do for us? Oh! ARJE, ARJ, B+. 10 out of 12. Oh, we're gonna have to. It's going to be a it's going to be a process by elimination here. So let's work this out. So all of these objects I think are right. So orange, pumpkin, red, blue, yellow, red, green, green, blue, purple. I think all of those are correct. So then that means that one of these is correct. So orange. I'm going to draw out, I wish you could kind of see what I was doing on my paper, but I'm drawing out these symbols. I've spelt orange wrong somehow. I forgot the N, but, you know, I'm having a rough day so far, so that's probably why. Purple for that one. And then this kind of mountain one, yellow. So 1 out of 3 of those are correct. Okay. And then this kid got 9 out of 12. So orange, red, blue, yellow, red. This is wrong. And this is wrong. So that means 2 of these are correct. So they've got yellow for that one again. So I think that one might actually be yellow. And then that one's green. And then that one is orange. And 2 out of 3 are correct. Oh, Freddy's favourite colour is red. And Argie's favourite colour is red. Okay, I mean, red is a pretty cool colour, to be fair. Oh! Okay, Benny B+ favourite colour is red. Again, like, what? So many kids like red. Each colour is only used twice. That's good to know. So, each colour is only used twice. This kid got 10 out of 12. So, this is wrong. So, one of these, like, 2 of these are correct. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. I might be overcomplicating it, to be fair. Ah, okay. So we can think about this. If all of these are going to be different, which I'm sure they will be, let's just think about what colors they have to be. So we've only got one yellow object, which is the banana, meaning one of these has to be yellow. So there's definitely a yellow. There's definitely an orange, because none of the others are going to be orange. And then, can we figure out the last one? We got 2 blues, we got 2 reds, 2 greens. It's going to be purple. So we've got yellow, orange, and purple, definitely. Which is interesting. Ah, here you go. Here you go. I know what it is, I think. Because you've got yellow, orange, and purple. So these are actually all the correct colors, but they're in the wrong place. We know... Ah, yes, I know what it is. I know what it is. So the mountain, I think we did this quite quickly actually. The mountain is yellow for sure. And the reason, I can tell you the reason right now, is because we know yellow, orange, and purple is correct, like in terms of the flag colors in general. But yellow appears here and here. And we know on this one, 1 out of the 3 is correct. We know on this one, 2 out of the 3 of the colors are correct. On this one, we've got yellow and orange, which yellow, orange, and purple, these 2 are correct. You can see this one, the orange isn't in the right place. So yellow, orange, and then this one is going to be purple. I think this one might be, yeah, this is correct. So that actually, yeah, that works. So yellow for the mountains, the V is orange, and the hourglass is purple. Okay, that is great to know. I don't know how that helps us. I don't know what this is. There's another thing here which might help us confirm. You must really like red, Caleb. 2 out of 12. Okay, that tells us that none of them are red. But we sort of already knew that. Okay, that was a fun puzzle actually. I really enjoyed working that one out. And there's going to be more of that, isn't there? I bet there is. Oh my gosh, it's already 12 o'clock. Let's go this way. Okay, so I can redraw here. I can redraw 5 times? Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. The libraries as well have the redraw thing. So we can just keep redrawing. I'm going to redraw until I get something good. Oh my gosh, no. Closed exhibit. Ooh, is this the time to get the pool? I think it could be. I don't want to redraw again because I'm scared I'm not gonna draw the right sort of room. Okay, so we're back in the pool. There doesn't seem to be anything in the pool unless I can. Yeah, I never tried going in the pool last time. Okay. What's in this way? I don't mind security. I do mind weight room. It just sucks that we always have to use so many gems. If we go to the drawing room, we can redraw in there as well. Like, we can redraw once at least. That's also a redraw thing. So when we get another classroom, we can draw again, like another 6 times or something. And also, we can unlock the safe in here again, meaning we get back the gem. So I'm taking the drawing room. Strategy. Big brain. Oh, it's already unlocked. Okay, that's good to know. I thought we might have to unlock it every time. Okay. Let's go down. Archives. It's not great. I'm gonna redraw. I think because we're running so low on gems and keys, I think storeroom is honestly the best option here. I kind of don't want to pick storeroom, but you know, I think it just has to be done. All right. Little swim bird is still here. That's so cool that we saw that so early on. Okay. This way. Ooh, we're not getting many up. We're not getting many north places. Oh my gosh. We're getting really unlucky actually. It's gonna have to be spare room. I don't want to spend a gem on courtyard. I don't think that's useful. Oh no, please don't tell me. Come on. North room, north room. Yes, I will take another classroom. That's perfect, actually. That is perfect. I would take terrace, but this is the worst timing for it. I always get terrace at the worst time. Okay. Classroom is fine. Grade 2, here we go. Okay. Bam. Okay, 5. So, I did see the math here. There's another red flag. Mathematics, it's starting to add up. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So, and is this pi around the... What is this? Is it just is it just loads of random numbers? Can't be. Although I keep seeing 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. What is going on? Okay, that is a strange detail. Another classroom puzzle of spotting the difference. Still got infinity there. Still got the alphabet. Is this still the same thing? I'm not going to sing the alphabet song again, I swear. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. So, while we're here with the multiplication, or the mathematics, sorry. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Blue, yellow, pink, purple. So, blue, yellow, pink, purple. Blue, and then plus... No, wait, so it's plus... What? Oh, go away. No, not the right... That's not the right cell. So, plus... blue, yellow. So then it's going to be a hyphen, a subtraction. Pink, purple, right? So times, and then divide. Okay. So 45 minus 2 times 2 divided by 9. No, wait, I did that completely wrong. Wait, is that right? 45... No, because you have to do it in this order, probably. Or do you have to do it in the order? Hang on. 45 minus 2 times 2 is going to be 86 divided by 9. That doesn't make sense. So it's just in the order of these colors. So it's going to be 45 times 2 divided by 9 is 10. Take away 2 is 8. Okay, I think that's probably why he's saying it's a coincidence. He's saying it's a coincidence because 8 is a very common number in blueprints, as we've seen. 8 envelopes, 8 safes, 8 gems, or 8 rubies. So, yeah, coincidence. But how does he know about 8? Hang on, yeah. How does he know about 8? Unless he knows about the 8 safes. Because I don't think we've seen 8 anywhere else. Again, though, 8, infinity. What could that mean? Like eternity, never ending. I just don't know how to interpret that infinity. That's actually kind of like annoying me now. Something weird has gone on with my cursor. Oh no. I'm so sorry, my screen recording suddenly stopped. It was because I had something wrong with my laptop. But what I was just talking about is we did this. 45 times 2 divided by 9 minus 2 is actually 8. And 8 is interesting because 8 safes, 8 envelopes, 8 rubies. And how would he know about the 8 safes? That's the thing, because I don't think 8 has been attributed to anything else. So that's interesting by itself. 8 is a coincidence. 45 rooms, 2 starting rooms, 9 ranks, and 2 whatever. 2 something else. Okay. Well, let's continue. Let's work out this next puzzle. Yeah, that's really interesting. This infinity stuff is just so intriguing. Let's have a look at the teacher thing. Mathematics worksheet. Oh, okay. Find each sum without using signs. 2, 5 is 10. No, it's not. No, it's not. 2 and 5 is 7. 4 and 9 is 13. 7 minus 3 is 4. 9 minus 8 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 6 1 3 is 10. 6 plus 1 minus 3 is 4. 6 minus 1 minus 3 is 2. 6 plus 1 times 3 is 21. 6 times 1 times 3 is 18. 6 minus 1 times 3 is 15. Okay. There you go. You just saw me complete a children's mathematics worksheet. I don't think any of these... Look at the colors. 7, 13, 2. What is he? What? 7 minus 3 is 2? What are you on about? Nice one, Rob. Yeah, I don't think these are actually like... I don't think you actually need to solve these. I think these are just telling you how to do it. Jenny W. One of these is going to be Herbie. Just watch. Fomric. B minus. Good job. Good job, bro. B plus. Damn, Penelope. Damn. God damn. I kind of want to go up from the Great Hall. But that is a lot of steps to go back. But we do have a lot of steps. But also... Yeah. You know what? While we're still early in the run, I am going to go back. Because I want to make sure we're getting enough keys and resources. So we need to go all the way back through like... the observatory and the reading nook. I know it's going to use a lot of steps, but it will be worth it in the long run. Okay? Speaking of long run. Alright. Great Hall. This door is locked. But we can open it now and see what's inside. Hallway is fine here. We're really not getting lucky today with the floor plans that we're drawing. Like, we're not drawing them in the right place, I feel. I'll take a bedroom. It will save us a step going in, so. Coins. Okay, nothing else. I will take... We could get the pantry and go back in the Great Hall. Or see what's in the Great Hall on that side. Oh, but we can actually take chapel and still do that. Yeah, that's right. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, a gem. I don't think I've ever found anything in the chapel before. I think it's always been empty. I thought that was maybe the red room effect. Nothing in there, actually. And then what's here? Another sauna, potentially. Or we could get utility closet and try and figure out the lights. I would be interested in doing that. Let's take a utility closet. Also, just in case we need it. I don't know if we will, but keycard entry system we could turn off in case we get security and we don't get a security card. Gymnasium I'll turn off. Darkroom will turn off by itself when we go in there, but garage I'll put on. So then the VAC indicators. Let's try and work this out. We do have an aim, basically, and our aim is we need it to be off, blue, green, white, red, purple. But the only way we can do that is if we get 6 purples. Because once you get 6 purples, you can get white. So, knowing that, let's test and see if we can figure out how this actually works. So, when they're all off, it goes green, right? And that it doesn't matter if I'm next to a green, it just goes green. Then if I've got a green next to a, but hang on, I'm so confused how I got that blue. Like how? This is so confusing. I was trying to use logic here, but it's not looking good, Brev. I just don't understand the blue. How did we get blue? What? We pressed the blue. Ah, okay. We press the blue, and if there's a green next to it, it turns blue. If there's a red next to it, it turns purple. But then, and then the purple goes blue. But how does this help us? Ah. Oh my gosh, I figured it out. I have figured it out. Okay. 6 purples. Now, where did we want the white? We want the white on the 4th one. I'm going to mess this up. Oh no. So this we want to be red, and this we need to be purple. Oh. Wait. There we go. We want this to be red. Yep, good. We need off blue, green. Yes! Oh, I don't even know how I did that. I swear to God, if I have to do that again. Okay, I don't really know how like the blue worked, but we kind of figured it out. What is this? Oh! No way! What is in there? Oh my goodness. The gemstone cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with 2 gems. Yes! Oh, that is wonderful. I wonder if that's where the last valve thing is as well. We need to go and check. We can actually go and check now. Yeah, we can go check now. Let's go and see. That was quite satisfying to figure out, actually. Again, I feel like I didn't really figure it out. It was a little bit of brute force, but we did get there, so that's all that matters, really. And the good thing is, I don't think I will have to do that again, because it's like a permanent unlock. Okay. Let's have a look at it. The gemstone cavern. And it's nice that it appears on here as well. There seems to be one more. And I think it might be this door on the left here. I think it might be that. But I've got no idea what that is. Gemstone cavern, here I come. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at all the gems. Oh, no. I didn't actually think it would happen. That's all of them, right? Yeah, look, it's all of them. What does that do? Whoa! Oh no. Where is that going to take me? Okay. Sorry guys, I think I'm going on a bit of a diversion today. And it's great that we've got an amazing amount of steps, because I think we're just free to do whatever we want. Can't take these, can we? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is cool. What is this then? Here is the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to two stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls. So I suppose we'll have to adhere to this expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but one minecart from the old tunnels, two of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there is still one more cart down here, or down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. The reservoir. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. The boss informed us that there's two other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Okay, so remember there is a minecart. That's right, we did see a minecart in a tunnel, sort of back, like near the front of the house. Actually, we're going there now. But we didn't know how to get in there. I think it could be a sledgehammer thing. Or maybe some sort of tool that we have to make with the workshop to break open the planks. But we did see a minecart in that tunnel. Let's go to that, what appears to be an elevator. Oh, look at it. That's beautiful. Yeah, down here, I think it's talking about this. Because you can kind of see... Oh, you can't see a minecart. Never mind, I'm misremembering. But you can see a track. So that's somewhere we're still yet to go. There's also a huge thing over here that we just haven't explored at all yet. But don't know how to do that. All right. What's in here then? What's in here? Whee! I hate lifts. I hate lifts so much. At work, everybody takes the lift. I always take the stairs, even though it's like 3 flights of stairs. And I go up and down them all the time. I just can't do lifts. Oh, we are actually going in a cave somewhere. Oh, this is interesting. Cave, cave, cave. 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 Oh. Oh, we're going through here. Okay. What is this? Oh, Foreman's log. Okay, so we were just hearing about Foreman. Scripts and Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Department. 1915. Okay, so quite a few years before all of the events of Blueprints. Guys, I'm so sorry. I just realized that the music was off this whole time. It was part of the capture thing on my laptop, and I'm really sorry. But hopefully it was not too painful. So, yeah, Foreman's log number 3, 1915. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected. Thomas Sinclair. Maybe Herbert's father? The arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock and debris. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried, and I think it probably is the latter. By the way, we're in the precipice. That's cool. Okay. So, these originate from, like, maybe the 19th century. But, like, why would they... Yeah. This is just, like, adding another plot point to all of this. Like, it's adding another question. Like, what is all of this? What is this? This looks like a room and a half. Oh my god. Some of this game is really beautiful, actually. Okay. Oh, chess. Oh! Oh my gosh. I know what to do instantly. But can we do it? Do we have the sufficient rooms for it? So, the nook is here, so we can put the rook there, right? Because that's where the rook is. But, oh my gosh, we need an office. And the queen as well. We need a study. We can put the bishop as well here. The knight, we need the security. Or the... there's a... where is it? Storeroom. I think there's a knight in here. So that would be 3 from the middle. And then pawn. Pawn is a hard one because... Oh, there isn't one there? Oh, it might be a bishop, actually. Pawn, there is a pawn in... Oh my gosh, where is there a pawn? Is there a pawn in the den? No, there's a pawn in the parlor. There's a pawn in the parlor. I think it's a black pawn in the parlor. Correct. We're not going to get king unless we get office, but that's unfortunate. I don't know. I don't know if that we have a knight yet. No, there's a knight in the observatory. Okay, good. I like that we've been quite observant with the chess pieces. So, king and queen are going to be the hardest because I think they appear the least. And I know that the king appears in the office and queen appears in the study. Oh, okay. That's going to be difficult. But we can do it, I think. We could also just brute force it. I mean, none of these are going to have a queen on, are they? Doesn't appear to be any queens. I don't think. Oops. Yeah, no queens. And kings, I don't even think it's worth trying. I've only ever seen one king in this game. Okay, so we need to try to get an office and a study, which is very doable. It's very doable. We do see office quite often. We just need to get... I think we need more keys and stuff. And I wonder what that... Is that going to open this, maybe? Oh, okay. And then... Very close to the waterfall now. And we've got this. 4-man's copy, do not remove from sight. Realm and something. Sigils of the past and present by Professor R. Willard. Fen Aries, Robert Burden Sons, 1905. Sigils. Okay. So sigils to me is telling me cipher. That's good. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not sure about this. Shun. Of the first era, either of natural, resulting from the creations of something we're accustomed to record. Various signs of the aid of something. They did this in order that their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless, burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. Okay, so what that's telling me is we've got realm sigils, which means we've got symbols surround. It's kind of like a solar system, if you will. We have like a sun, a center like shape, and then we've got these lines. So these ones look like telephone lines almost. Then we've got symbols and then an outer ring, and they're all going to say different things. They all mean different things, I think. Oh, there we go. It's telling us. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the rays, the moats, and the border. It's interesting, I noticed this is the mountain shape, isn't it, from the classroom? And we know that that's yellow. Very strange. Yeah, we're seeing more of these symbols as well. Oh! Ah, okay. Okay, so it is different regions. So that's, I think history of Arindia might actually help quite a lot for all of this. So first of all, the core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several examples from well-known whatever. So, what I find interesting about this is Arinda Aries. This is going to be Fen Aries. That's something else, and that's something else. I don't think we've seen any of those 3. Okay, but I'm thinking like we have the White Sea of Yore, we have Arindia, which is different to Arinda Aries. I don't know what that, like the difference there is. Okay. I might need a page for the sigils on my Excel. Number 2, the rays. Earth from the core will come, dividing lines, splitting the sigil from one sigil to another, the different number style. The differences in these immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the... Okay, so counting has something to do with it. Ships, transportation. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, there's like nothing here. Ship routes, 8 rays, carriages, trails, 4 rays, configured, horse galloping. What? Locomotion. Rays here are used for realms that rely based travel. Something to do with travel. That's very strange. And then a missing page here. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common appearance. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming based society and culture. Martial, military. Generation, spanning arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous centre. Academic, a centre for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are homes to many schools, universities and libraries. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention and production. Spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a strong force on the advancement of the arts, writing, music and language. Okay. And then number 4, the border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different colour. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colours of that specific realm. So we know the national colour of the mountain one is yellow, the V is orange, and the hourglass is purple. I think, probably. It should be connected, I think. So, lots of different borders, putting it all together. By studying the core, rays, motes, and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. I don't think I've ever seen any sigils in this game yet, but we can still have a look around. Red banners, martial fog. Red banners. So it's this one. Yes, there you go. Martial, which is this one. Yeah, you can see it's there. And then fog is the ray, right? It must be on this page. So the fog is this one. The telephone pole is the fog. Yes, okay. So that's what that means. Red. Okay. Red pops up so many times in this game. Even though it's called blueprints, I feel like it's more red prints, actually. Anyway, that seems to be it for down here. We can do the chess puzzle for sure. Because, like, I know what to do. I just need to get lucky with what I draw now. And I'm really hoping I get it. Because I will be quite annoyed if I get one of them and not the other. That's going to be annoying. It will be the office and the study. Office and study. Office and study. Office and study. Come on, guys. Cheer for me. We can do this. I feel like that's a very big puzzle solved if we can solve that. And I was always wondering what the chess pieces are for, and I knew it would be something for later on. Oh, this is even a chess. Yeah, this is a chessboard in and of itself. The chess theme in this game did seem quite big, and I did realize for a lot of them, like, the chess pieces are relevant to the room in which they're in. So like you have the rook in the nook. You have that's all I can think of. The bishop in the chapel, like things like that. All right, come on then. We've got this. I'm really scared I'm gonna mess this up again. There's something about this game. It just makes me so anxious. I just feel like we're gonna get it all wrong, and I'm gonna mess up somehow. And all you lot are gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" But I'm trying my best, okay? We don't have many keys. Not a great start. I would love to take garage, but I can't. We can redraw. That's the good thing. Security. Oh wait, that's not the one that we need. But still, security. Billiard room though. We can get more keys. Yeah. Billiard room it is. I would like a room with more doors on it. But unfortunately, we didn't really get that. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 11 plus 7, 18. It's going to be 6 again. Oh my gosh. 20 plus 3, 23 minus 3 is 20. Times 6, times 3 is 60. Divided by 6 is 10. Okay. Those are always quicker. I always felt like there were more, but maybe it just took me longer. Okay. The vault. We can't even pick the vault, but it's good to know. That's where we use the vault key. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, this is tough. I really want to redraw here. But we've got a pantry. We may as well just take it. Because it lets us be safe for a little bit longer. Apple for 5. Lots more coins. Come on. Locked door, but we've got some keys now. Pump room. Okay, this is quite a good run. It's not a bad run. I will put it that way. It hasn't been useless. I think pump room is a very good pull here. We definitely we got the pull so that we could get the pump room realistically. So, oh, this isn't going to bloody work without the thing, is it? It's not going to work without the ducts working. Mount Holly pump control. So we got the fountain, reservoir. So we heard the reservoir was behind the mine carts almost, or the mines. So that's for something else, I think. Aquarium. We do want to drain the aquarium just to see what it looks like. Not to kill the fish, by the way. Kitchen. Notice how the kitchen doesn't have any water. I think I was right about the faucet, the tap. What happens if we put water in the kitchen? That's what I'm thinking. Greenhouse doesn't have any water currently, or it doesn't have much water. We can drain the pool. I don't know what that will do for us. The fountain is the most interesting one to me. Because if we take it all the way down, is there something at the bottom of the fountain? Do we get all of our coins back that we've tossed in there? Probably not. I'm interested in the fountain. Oh god, this is going to take a while to figure out. Okay, so each of these numbers is like a unit of water. So can I... Fountain to kitchen? No. So what's going on? Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh god, this looks horrible. Pump control panel. Water source selection. So 1 goes to pump 2, 2 to pump 2, 3 pump 1, 4 pump 3, 5 pump 1, 6 pump 4. The tanks are 4 units, and then there's the reserve tank, which is okay, so the reserve tank is connected to the boiler room, or the ducts. So I don't think this one's going to work unless we have... Yeah, there's like a screen here that needs to work. So I don't know if we can do what we want to here. But... there is... okay, there is this here. Okay. So how does this... okay. So let's look at this again. Tank 1 is on the left. So this is tank 1, tank 2. Then we can actually see the pipes coming out. There's 6 pipes for the 6 things. Okay, I've got it. I get it now. So let's say we want to take water out the fountain. So that's number 1. So it's this pipe. It's going to go into here. So if I do this, is that going to do anything? Or do we need to put it up, maybe? Yes. So that is filling up pump 1. Okay. So then... I put that back there. And then can I turn this around? Turn the beat around. And then do that. Yeah. Okay. So I sort of get how this works. And then if we empty all of this water into the kitchen, the greenhouse, and the pool, I might be able to get this lowered down. So we turn to the kitchen. We're going to put this back to neutral so that we're not messing around with it. The kitchen is number 4. So this pipe goes to this one. So it can only go from here, but that's fine because we can just do this. Water comes out of here into the kitchen. This is like one of those puzzles where you're like, I've got 10 litres in this one, I've got 5 litres in this one, make 18. I hate those. So kitchen is done. We can now go to greenhouse, which is number 5. So it's this one. So I can just pull this, right? Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now what is the question? Let's pull this back to neutral and this one back to neutral. So, pool as well, we want... That's number 6, so that's actually this one, isn't it? So I can pull this one down? No. This one's connected to this. Oh, there's nothing in tank number 1. Okay, so then fountain again we can empty, right? So we can empty it into this one. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. This one. Empty it into here. I think we can do this. Yeah, we'll just be able to do it, actually. We'll just be able to do all of it. So now we turn the lever back here, and this will go into pump number, or tank number 1. Oh my gosh. This is actually quite cool. I like this puzzle. And then we switch to the pool. That's going to empty from there. And then we switch back to the fountain. And there we go. So, we've drained the fountain. I want to see what that does for us, if anything. Hopefully that has done something cool for us. We will carry on drafting and drawing. But at least we've got 42 steps, meaning once we're done up here, we can at least go outside and see what's in the fountain. I think that'll be useful to us. So, let's go through this door. Another key door. Ooh. Archives is appealing to me, actually. Archives is only appealing to me because of how many exits there are. But also, like, dining room isn't bad. But do we need the extra food? I don't think so. I think archives. Okay. There has to be some sort of secret in one of these. There just has to be. Uh-oh, keycard. Okay, the other two aren't, so that's fine. Let's go down first. Another key. Okay. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. I will take that. Yes, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Are all of these requiring a... They all want a key? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Right, we need to find these keys then. We need to see if we can get a security so that we can get through all of these security doors. Let's use this key. Because keys have been spread throughout the house, so we can get more keys. Let's do the archived floor plan. Dark room. Not particularly helpful. There's a security door. Great. Okay, that's the issue here, is we've got quite a lot of security doors coming up. Wait, remind me, was the locker room? That isn't... Oh, we've only got security rooms. So it's done. We're done. Aren't we? Oh, that's really unfortunate. We didn't get a key card. But let's go and find some keys. See if we can open the things in the locker room. Like, I'm disappointed that we didn't get more classrooms and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this wasn't a bad run by any means. We got 2 permanent upgrades. Wait, did we? No, we got the 2 valves thing, so we can see the chessboard now. We got the pump room done. We've got a locker room that we can potentially unlock some lockers in. there's a lot going on in this run. It's unfortunate. I feel like I never have enough keys to open all of these rooms in the Great Hall, but you know, it's just the way it is. I am going back here. I feel like I haven't found many keys at all, actually. I'm going back here just to turn... Oh, there's one. It's a weird place for a key to spawn. I'm going to turn back on the dark room, just because I can. Do we even have enough steps to go back? We might not. Oh, actually, I don't think we do. Unless we take a shortcut here. But that would use a key. So I think the best thing to do... I mean, locker room looks cool. It looks like we can probably get some stuff out of the locker room. But we can't do it right now, unfortunately. Because we just don't have enough keys. We don't have enough steps. But I do want to do Great Hall. So we know that this one is the right door and this one is the right door. So we'll explore the other doors at least. So what's in here? Nothing. Great. Absolutely great. This is this the antechamber? Yeah. Okay. There's no point in doing this, but the completionist in me wants to. Notice the moon door. Okay. And then last key, and go in this one. Okay. It does look like in this room, it is just going to be an exit on both sides, and then one of the rooms is going to have the access lever. Because I've never gotten anything else out of that room. But to be fair, I've only gone in there twice. Okay. So, the fountain has drained. And there's some steps and some coins. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's no point in even picking up these coins, but here we go. Just some puddles. Oh, this is the basement. Okay. So, we need to get the basement key. We need to get out, which is actually a very big task because not only do you need to get to the antechamber, you need to be able to get out of the antechamber as well, or not out of the antechamber, but out of the whole property. Like, that is actually quite a big task. So, this is where the basement key goes. I know that because it says basement door is locked and because this is the same symbol on the key. So, that's good to know that's where the basement door is. But that seems like the end of the day, actually. Like, we've unlocked a lot. We found out there's a chess puzzle, finally. It's the unfortunate part is we got 3 security doors that we can't go through. And I think that's a bit unfair because we could have kept going if we had a security card, but we did only find a magnifying glass in today's in this day, which I think is kind of insane. Like, we only found 1 item in the whole estate. Crazy. Let's call it a day. Now, I am going to keep recording because it's only 10 o'clock. I think I might have been recording for like 2 hours or something. Mount Holly Architect's Villa, 8 drafting rooms. Yeah, 8 drafting rooms. That's kind of cool, actually. 26 rooms, reached rank 6, 100 steps, 2 items, 4 new rooms. Day number 9. Almost double digits. And if you think about how much we've done in just 9 days, I think it's actually quite a lot. I'm quite impressed with how much we've done. Okay, so our next aim, I would say, is to get to the antechamber. Like, actually, I feel like there's never been a time where we've, like, properly tried to get to the antechamber, apart from that one run that was just insane all the way through. But, like, today, we definitely want to try to get to the antechamber. Now, there's the hovel here, which hovel is good if we have a lot of steps. I'm not sure about the hovel anymore. I feel like the hovel is only good if we maybe get the extra 20 steps from the sauna. Shelter is good by itself. I would take the shelter if it wasn't for the fact that we have another room here that we've never had before. So Let's go to the trading post. Items for trade. So supposedly, yeah, it's a shop room. You have no items for trade. So we're going to get items. We're going to come here and then we can trade them for other items. Because, you know, that's how trading works. Dynamite, a little too dangerous to pick up. What? Another one of these things. Okay. When I was watching the other time we did this was in the it was in the closed exhibit. When we did it in the closed exhibit, I knew how it worked, but is it the same color? I don't think it's the same color. Okay, so pink seems to rotate. Yellow. Yellow just goes up. Okay. Yellow goes up and puts the other square below it. Purple rotates. So we want this. What do we want? Oh, we want yellow on all four corners. Oh, okay. So yellow goes up. So let's do this and then that. That gets you there. Then this. We can do that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, we messed up because pink is here. Though you can't ever get pink. That's annoying. That's very annoying. But that is what we need to do. Okay. So this side is fine. Like we don't need to worry about that at all. It's just we do this. That's definitely the first step. It's just here now. We don't want the pink to go here. We want this to be like that. No, we don't. We want this like that. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. How do I do this? I can't figure out how to get both of these two. But is there something more to this? Is there something more to the right of it? It can't be as simple as that. Because yellow always goes up and pink always rotates. So, do I want to do this and then this and then this? No, that doesn't change anything. Oh my gosh. This. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. I want to do that. No, because again, that doesn't change a thing. I am so lost here. Because you can't... Once pink is here, you can't change it. This is difficult. Hang on, why doesn't this work? Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. Okay. I can't believe I didn't try that. Or maybe I did actually get that before, but I just didn't press the corners. Oh my gosh. That took me way longer than I wanted it to. I don't understand why there's dynamite here, and it tells me that it's a little too dangerous to pick up. Do I need some sort of way to handle dynamite? Like what? Like what could that even be used for at all? I'm sure we'll find out. But let's go back in. We should have an allowance of 4 now. That's good. I do like those puzzles, despite the fact that I found that one really tricky. But I was just overcomplicating it, I think. Back through here. I always go through the left first. I don't know why. Let's go with Den. Oh yeah, we start with 2 gems because of the gem cavern. So gems is going to be a lot less of a problem, especially at the beginning, I think. Reading Nook. Yeah, let's do Reading Nook. We're going to read the history of Arindia. Okay. Exciting. Magnifying glass. Let's go. We're basically the same place we were last time. This is so exciting. Okay, library. Not even thinking about it. The Reading Nook is very helpful to make sure you get library every single day. Okay. So, author Caleb Manning. Oh yeah, Caleb Manning, of course. The not the partner, the mentor of Marion Marigold. They both had the same publisher. History of Arindia. Herbert S. Sinclair, Mary Jones in 84. Detective in March and September. Okay, here we go. So remember I said February was around the time Marion went missing in 1987. But then September in 1987 was when the Ruby Crown was stolen. So, and they believed that Caleb Manning and the RCLF, or the Children of Blackwater, were a part of that thievery. Yes, let's just put it that way. Thievery. So again, that's why the detective is here. And also, I didn't even realise it's confirmed that we're in 1993. I think I sort of thought that anyway, but it's confirmed now. Okay. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Okay, so we need to remember this has been edited. Okay. So, knowing the government, it's going to be like completely blank. Okay. So that's good to know. I mean, I didn't think it would actually be blank. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course. I mean, look at it. It's so edited. Okay. Well, this looks interesting either way, even though there's so many black bars over everything. We've got what looks to be the Ruby Crown here. Okay. So, forward. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to join us to abandon our past. Okay, great. Fantastic. And I can't do this? No. That would have been a cool Easter egg. 1. Ajera. Oh no. This is going to be a lot of information overload, isn't it? Okay. 1. Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the survival records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, a new kingdom was born. I mean, I know these aren't coloured, but I think they are literally red flags. Okay, so Ajera is an era with a King Oris. Okay, 2nd era. It was the 4th King Blank who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the Middle Province. I keep wanting to say Providence. The Middle Province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, which makes sense actually, because in that book that we read in the Precipice, we did see an AR something, and we were like, we don't know what that is yet. So we've got Arinda Ares, Fen Ares, and Arch Ares. The land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Iraja, a land steeped in tradition. Okay, we've got Iraja as well. Again, all of this is going to go in the Excel eventually after this episode. Here we go. More region stuff. It's funny how we just have a full episode here of just like learning about the regions. It's really interesting how things like that happen. The third era. As the second era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the third era was defined by blank. Commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. So we don't know what these three symbols, like what regions they're connected to, but we do know the colors, at least, of these two. Again, that doesn't really help, but the fourth era. Oh my gosh. Okay. The fourth era. As the kingdom blank entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolate III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Desolate was renowned as the king of blank. No one, when he made the decision to move blank, leaving castle and court behind, maybe. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed, which took root in grand city of Fen. There you go, there's Fen. I will come back to this. Era of ruin. After the passing of King Desolate III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. This is so edited, oh my goodness. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolate IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. Okay. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a centre of splendour, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. Okay. This is imagery. Oh. Morning Bay. Okay. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbours. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favours to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. Okay, Nuance is its own region. Okay, so Fen Aries, Orinda Aries, Arch Aries, Eraja, and Nuance. However, even with the tide turning in their favour, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, in the death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honour of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. See, I'm starting to get a vibe now that red flags are actually representative, in this game at least, of death, in a sense. Because you have here, they're saying that the black flags were flown and the red banners were hoisted in honour of the fallen of Fen. So due to the war, loads of people died. 1 in 3 men died. And then they hoisted red banners. But then you also have things like Herbert himself said to Mary, I suspect I will be buried under red flags. And I found that weird as well, that detail weird. But the red flags is coming up so much. I just want to know like what it means. I guess this is the origin of like red flags, meaning for red flags, but it's signifying a lot of death for me. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. 6. The current era. Today the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Aries, Arch Aries, and Eraja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Right. Just a word, or like, what's going on here? Okay. Is this where I insert my coin? Okay, and then back to here. Baron St. Clair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the History of India could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. Go away, sleep timer. And if that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. We've heard about Redguard before. Okay, so this was also a way to cover up things. I mean, clearly all of this is cover up. It's cover up by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education, but it's also cover up on behalf of Herbert S. Sinclair. Like, what is he covering up from this as well? Okay, interesting. So it's good to know there probably is going to be an unrestricted manuscript somewhere where, you know, it's not like that. I really want to know about that. It would be good to read the full thing. But that was interesting nevertheless. Workshop is interesting here, especially because we have the tool, the trading post. And, but I kind of want Vault. Are we ever going to get Vault again? Well, yes, we've seen Vault a few times now. I want to get Vault, and I want to see if I can get the Vault key. Let's do it. I know it's 3 gems, but this is an opportunity. Oh my gosh. I did read 40 coins, but I didn't actually process that it was 40 coins. So that's a lot. My goodness. Oh, it tells me the date. Sunday, November the 15th. Okay, so we need some shops here. We need some shops. Nothing there. Okay. There's like a buzz noise in the background. Oh my gosh, ancient Egypt? Okay. Stars and stairs. Rook in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Is that it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to need to get our safe key and then find the right number. And then we'll hopefully get something from it. Okay, so helpful in some ways, not very helpful in others. I mean, it is a dead-end room. So it can't be amazingly helpful ever, but we'll go up from here. Let's do two items so that we can potentially trade if we get the right items. Okay, we didn't. We got a die. We got a die and a key. That isn't actually that great. That wasn't worth it. I wanted like a shovel or something, at least. Okay. Let's do... Oh my god, we're going to have to do parlor, aren't we? Let's do parlor. Yeah, let's get this over with. I'm now dreading to do these because I'm going to mess up at some point. Of course I am. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. That's not true because in the rules of the game, you can only have gems in one box. So this is false. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. That is also false for the same reason. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. That's true. So it has to be in the black. Okay, that one was a lot easier. And it's got me some gems back. So that's good. Oh no. Okay. Phew. Is there a reason why I want security? Not really. I know there was in the last run, but I don't really care this run. So far, at least. We're probably going to want it later. Okay. I mean, drawing room is the best here. We get the gem back. I always forget we get the gem back, so it's not actually that bad. Just taking infinite rubies from the ruby crown. Okay. Let's redraw here just because it's interesting. Office. Again, that would also give us a gem back, so it's only 1 gem cost. I am a fan of that. Cool. Also king. King. Okay, we need to try to get the study. And then we can work it out from there. More coins. We can spread even more coins, but I don't even think we need to at this point. It's unfortunate you don't get an upgrade disc every time you go in here, but there you go. Do we want to use the terminal for anything? We can order something for the commissary, but I haven't found that to be useful yet, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. We can spread coins, but I kind of want to build up more before I do that. So let's do this. We don't even need more coins, really. I haven't seen anything cost more than, like, 15. I mean, I would like courtyard. I think getting vault has actually kind of messed us up a little bit. Let's redraw, just because we can. I really want the greenhouse. You know I want the greenhouse, but it's going to have to be bedroom. Okay. Wow, 51 coins. What's this way? And the run is over. The run is just over. Just like that. That is one of the shortest runs ever. But it's because of the vault. I am blaming the vault. The vault isn't that good. I was really hoping we would get the check-in thing. The coat check. But I mean, we can get 4 more coins. Yeah. I mean, really bad run. Really unfortunate. I don't think I played it right, to be fair. Although I don't know what I could have done better. Maybe not take a closet. Closet did mess us up. We didn't get anything from the closet. Anything good. Damn it. And we definitely don't have a queen here. Okay, well, I'm going to have to call it a day. I mean, that's just the game, right? Sometimes you have runs which are huge and very long. And then other times you have a small cottage. I mean, huge contrast to that one run where we did the full house thing. Crazy. We don't even need to look at the stats here, really. I know that was a terrible run. I'm actually going to continue because I'm having a lot of fun right now. 3rd run of the day. This is definitely going to be my last run. Day number 10. Double digits. We didn't even get to, like, use the trading post at all last time. But at least we got to see in there. We got the allowance from it. So not too bad. We saw the history of a Rindia book. We can go in the library in this run and see what else we can take out. Tool shed we have been in, I think. Have we? I think we have. But root cellar, rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots. I don't really want to take it, but I'm going to because we haven't seen it before. And hopefully it will give me a shovel in here. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh! Family tree! Oh, this is so good. This is so good for us. Ah, it's about time. Okay. I've put so much together just by looking at this for 2 seconds. It's all connecting. Okay, the first thing I'm noticing is Sinclair on the left, Epson on the right. Sinclair family married into the Epson family. Makes a lot of sense. And I'm assuming that's Herbert marrying Lady Epson. Lady Clara Epson. So you have... And then what I also noticed is Holly on this side. So like Mount Holly. So you got the Holly representation. And then you've got a swan. And remember we went in the wine cellar and we saw a kind of a shield like this. But it had both the Holly and the swan. So it was that sort of connection there. So, starting from the bottom, we've got Mary Epson. So we usually call her Mary Matthew, Marion Marigold, Mary Epson. She has a swan pendant, so you know that she's an Epson. So actually that makes a lot of sense. I wonder the etymology behind Epson, actually, because that sounds sort of swan-like, to be fair. I don't know if I'm making that up. I might be making that up, but like... Maybe an Epson is like a female swan or something. I don't know. Simon H. Sinclair married Clara Epson. And Clara Epson is the one with the mole. Okay. So these are the two that we saw in the office. They married each other. Simon's brother is Herbert S. Sinclair. Ah, Mary named us after her father. Okay. Because we're called Simon, and he's called Simon. And then next to Clara Epson, I'm going to have so much to update on my family tree, oh my gosh. Clara Epson, Lionel Epson. And then above all of that, Baron Thomas Sinclair. So we did say when we heard Thomas Sinclair before, it could be Herbert's father. Though I don't really know how to interpret this. Baroness Oruvel, Lord William Epson, and Lady Ashelin. So that's useful. Lots of dig spots in here. Barrels. Jars of things. Nothing else actually to note in here apart from these dig spots. So if we don't get a shovel this run, it's going to be very unfortunate. It just means we're going to have to try and get some green rooms. We've got 2 gems to start with. We may as well try and get the green rooms. By the way, this doesn't... Yeah, okay. I'm glad that the water doesn't refill every time, every run. Okay. 4 coins. Let's go from the right this time, just to mix it up a bit. Let's take a hallway. I mean, I think a parlor. I think observatory could be good, but it's losing a gem. Parlor is giving us 2. And I really want to get to the higher ranks. Parlor puzzle. Again, for some reason I get parlor on every single run. It's kind of annoying me now. Every box is black. That's false. Every box contains gems. That's false. This is true. The statement... What is this? The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. So this is true. So one of the other 2 boxes is true if you replace every with this. This box contains gems, or this box is black, so it's this one. Oh my goodness. So many mental gymnastics. I enjoy it though. I think it's actually a lot of fun. Courtyard. Let's take courtyard. See if we can get a shovel. Oh yes! Jackpot. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to be digging a lot. Turnip. 6 steps. Mad. What is this one? An old tin can. Not worth picking up. Why did I pick it up then? Coin. Okay. I don't think dig spots are actually that useful, but if we're getting rooms in our house more likely to contain dig spots, then I would take any dig spots I can get. Let's go this way. Pantry. Sure. Let's try and go north. We are really trying to get to the antechamber here. I think closet. Hopefully we get better items than last time. Rabbit's foot. I mean, greater chance of finding items. I'm sort of fine with that. And a gem is always good. We don't have any keys yet. That's a bit concerning. What's up here? I really want a greenhouse. I really want a greenhouse up here. Somewhere up here, there's got to be a greenhouse. I think it's usually on this one, isn't it? Ugh! Oh boy. Let's take observatory here. Have a look in the telescope. Oh, Clavis the key. Great. 1 key. Fantastic. Worth my time. Okay. This way. It's going to have to be storeroom. Just for the resources. And dig spots. Dig spots in here. Okay, great. So we got a coin. And a key. Okay, actually we're doing quite well now. We're doing well. And this is a really good time to turn back and do this side of the map anyway. But also, oh wow. Didn't even notice this. I just walked through the spare room because there's never anything in it. I wonder if you can upgrade the spare room to get something in it. Let's dig up some of these things. Another turnip. The turnips are great. 6 steps. For free. What's here? An unremarkable rock. An oversized turnip. Let's go. And a key. Okay, good. So we have a good amount of resources because of the what was it called? The root cellar. Again, if we didn't get the shovel on this run, I think it actually just would have been a terrible run. But we did get lucky, meaning I think this run is actually going to go on for a little bit. I think this is going to be a good run. Probably our best run today. The library again. I mean, Yes, of course. What's in here? So we've done this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's do Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. We're going to run out of books soon. We're actually going through them quite fast. Ooh. So I'm going to take the boiler room. And we're going to hope that we can get into any of the rooms that the boiler room requires. Or that require the boiler room. Am I going to have to do this puzzle again? Okay, good. I don't think so. No. Right, let's go left here. None of these are what I want, but we'll go through here. Nice. We are speed running today. Absolutely speed running. Conservatory. We haven't gotten conservatory yet. Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Oh. Okay. So this is where we can take some time now. I love a good conservatory. Nothing of interest was buried here. Okay, great. Oh, wow. Is that a cello? Okay, a coin. Getting quite a few coins from this, actually. A worthless old shoe. Great. Is this... Oh, yeah, it is. 2 steps. It's a green apple that time. There's something here. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage, West Wing Hall, Her Ladyship's Chamber. I knew about the garage in the West Wing Hall, but Her Ladyship's Chamber can only be on the West Wing. That's good to know. East Wing only. East Wing Hall and Master Bedroom. Other special cases. Conservatory only draftable in a corner. Oh, really? Okay. And bookshop only draftable from library. Bookshop. Can we buy more books? Oh, no. Oh, no. It goes on. That's actually quite a good thing. I quite like the library. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Today you must adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Or you may, sorry. Ballroom. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2 gems. That's interesting. So we can make it more rare, or we can make it... Let's make it standard. We've never seen ballroom. I think this effect is good. Obviously, the effect is good if you have less than 2 gems. No, yeah, okay. So it's good if you have less than 4 gems, which a lot of the time we have less than 4 gems. The reason less than 4 is because it costs 2 to draft. So if you have 4 or less, then you're either way in a net positive position at the end of this, because you're leaving with 2 gems. Either way, like if it costs 2 to draft and you have 4 gems, you'll be down to 2 anyway. It's a situation where if you have 5 gems and you spend 2 gems, your gems get set to 2, and therefore you're actually losing 3 gems. So I actually think this is good. I think this is a good room. We've also never seen the ballroom, so let's see it, you know? Bedroom. We see bedroom a lot, and I don't really care for it that much. I don't care for it that much. I think it would be crazy to put it on unusual. I think let's put that on standard. Rotunda, I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's already on rare. It's already on rare? I see it all the time. I've never been in it, but I don't really like the idea of it. I mean, it costs 3 gems to draft. That's crazy. That is a very expensive room. And it's only like a 4-door room. I mean, 4 doors great, but I've never thought it that useful. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. This is very interesting, the conservatory. We'll need to get that again. I like being able to have more freedom in that. Okay. Drawing room, we can get a gem back. I think that's always good incentive. I'm going to draw from the boiler room, though, here. And the reason is because I want to make sure... Like, I want to make sure we can connect the ducts if possible. Lab. No. Hang on, though. The dark room... Oh, we haven't even turned the power on. Okay, let's do dark room. Do we have to do this full puzzle again? Oh, one of them's not on. Oh, because it's you. So we direct power to you. We activate. And then we put it this side. But then in order to open that door, we need to go down. I remember doing this for the first time and I absolutely hated it. Oh, there's stuff down here. A shoe. Another shoe, maybe? A coin. I wish the animation was a little bit faster. I'll be honest. A few coins. And then this. Nothing. Great. I love digging for nothing. We want to get this one on, so it'll be like this, I think. Oh no, because... Oh no, we want this, don't we? Like that. I think. Wait, no? Wait, how do I do this? I forgot how to do this. Well, it's okay, because we're putting power in there anyway. And we can go this way. I don't need to solve that puzzle. Yeah, the power's on. Okay, there's no power in here, though. Let's see if we can draft anything else interesting. I think den, because we want more gems. And more rooms. Very good. Okay, so right of here. This is a corridor, I think. Then here, what could this be? Utility closet, not bad here actually. Yeah, I'm not opposed to the utility closet here. We can put the dark room back on. But that means we're going to have to solve the thing. Oh no, I don't think we do. No, we don't. Dark room off. Wait, off? We want it on. I'm confused now. Oh, we haven't been in there. I'm going to have to come back. God damn it. What a waste of steps. It's alright, we've had like 5 turnips for breakfast. It's going to turn off. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, I don't know what's happening anymore. Clearly. Is there anything in here I can pick up? Yes, a gem. I'm so glad I didn't miss that. Okay. What's here? The lab! Yes! Oh my goodness. What a pull. What a good run. Okay. So if you don't remember, the last time we were in the lab, we can also do an experiment. Let's do an experiment. The last time we were in the lab, we worked out the periodic table puzzle. And it gave us 3 up after 9 up or something like that. I'll show you in a second. But we need power in the laboratory to, in order to do the puzzle in here. So I'm so glad that we got it today. A cause and effect. Each time you find some trash while digging. That's very good based on what we're doing today. For each bedroom you draft after your second, nah. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, nah. This one definitely. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance? Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways or add a small... I mean, that is an insane combination. If we can keep digging... I mean, I kind of wish we didn't dig all the places we dug now, because we could do an experiment. Okay. Well, for this one, we need to go 9 up and then 3 up. Perfect. What does that do for us? Cutscene? What is this going to do? Oh, it opens that. Is this our last permanent addition? Okay. The Black Bridge Grotto? Black Bridge? Like black water? Oh no. The Black Bridge Grotto has been powered and permanently unlocked. Each day you may access 1 offline terminal from the network. Oh! Oh, cool, actually. Okay. Well, I'm glad we did that. So yeah, this thing here said that we needed additional power. This thing here was a puzzle. You put all the symbols together, it gives you like 9 up and then 3 up. Okay. So, glad that we did that. We now only have the den to go through. We have 4 keys, 2 gems. I think we're in a good place. Let's just hope that we get the right rooms, I think. The reading nook gets us to a library, meaning we can read the Reddington thing. So much reading today. So much reading. I hope you guys feel sorry for me, because my voice... I wouldn't even pick library here if I had a better option. Like, come on, what are these options? Okay, let's read from the library. Lots of lore today. Lots and lots of lore. Anne Babbage, 1982. Lord Evanson, 87. M. Lowry, 92. Okay. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. A modest... Oh, but by the way, M. Lowry was a guest, right? Because I think he was the person in the guest bedroom. So that's why he's taken this book out, because he wants to see Reddington. I love all like the little bits of lore, like not the main like Marion Marigold stuff, like just the little bits that kind of world build a lot. A Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, a modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Dahl. Introduction: the 3rd largest city in Fen Aries and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Ajuran. Oh no, never mind, we had Edgera, but not Ajuran. It looks like a little bit of an anagram. Its Ajuran canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-coloured or covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busiest season. I would love to go there. I love flowers. Like, that looks so pretty. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. Ilex ex Mesevere, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. We saw a picture of this somewhere. I can't remember where it was. It might have been in the scrapbook, actually. Featherfall Keep. You will find, sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epson, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epson, his oldest son, Lionel Epson, left the estate, never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house museum and tourist attraction, and the estate was designed a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Arinda Aries when Reddington was still the capital. However, surfaced documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Trinsdale mystery, Trinsdale bombing, okay. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness. Rolling fogs, clear water and gliding swans. Swans? In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fen Airy's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly, at an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the largest mountain in Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Schoolhouse. We heard about the Mount Holly Schoolhouse. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Okay, cool. So that's where we are right now. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station, in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridge and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. And we've got a map. Angel Tower, Aries River, Mount Perma, the second highest, 100 Bells, Something's End, Botanical Gardens. This is Mount Holly down here. The Station Bazaar. Something Park. Okay. Cool. I'll be honest, I don't think that was very useful to us. Like, I don't know. It's great to get the world building, but I don't think that any of that was actually particularly useful to us or a great use of our time. But it's good to know we can get that one checked off. Okay, we've got a lot of keys here. Bookshop. We do have 19 coins. Servants' quarters, we've never had. It gives us a key in every bedroom, but first of all, we don't have any bedrooms, and secondly, we don't have any other rooms to go to. Closed exhibit would be good if we had a security card. It's gonna have to be bookshop, obviously, but we want the bookshop anyway. We want to get more books. And it can only be drafted from the library, so that's good to know. Bishop in here. So what can we get? History... Oh my gosh. History of Arindia, first edition. The edition with all the blacked out bits gone. A new clue? I want it. I want a new clue. The Curse of Blackbridge. We just heard about Blackbridge. Realm and Rune. That's the one that we heard about in the Precipice. And then 2 drafting strategy volumes. I mean, I'm so tempted. I want to get Realm and Rune. But I also want to get the drafting strategies, of course. So let's see if we can get more coins. A new clue sounds... Like, a new clue sounds great. But also History of Arindia, first edition. We've got to get at some point. I want to get a new clue. That sounds like it's going to, like... It's going to give us a big clue to something, somewhere. What's this then? Reddington Herald. A new clue sold out in hours. Okay. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from the local author Marion Marigold. 3rd book from Marion Marigold. A new clue. Okay. It's breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. I mean, that's the one that we need to aim towards. We need to get a vault. We need to get a vault in order to get that book. Oh my gosh. That's going to be so hard. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. So she disappeared, and then the Ruby Crown theft happened, and then I think maybe like 7 months after that, the new clue comes out. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's most recent announcement, stating the writing of this book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. But we know that's not true, right? Because we know Marion was involved in the Ruby Crown stuff. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Okay. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's 3rd book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Okay, I can see that. Detective Bon Margle, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Okay. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what many very likely will be the last words ever published by the missing author. Oh. So we really want to get that book. That's going to be really intriguing to the lore of Marion Marigold, and also, hopefully, it is literally a new clue for us. Okay. So that's another aim for us in this game full of aims. Chapel's obviously the best here. Yeah. Okay. Then we want to go down from the chapel. After getting this. Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be a freaking coin. Oh, 3 more coins. We do still want dig spots, by the way, for the experiment. Trash. 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 Oh, okay. That wasn't trash, technically. Even though it was nothing, it wasn't trash. Gosh darn it. Okay, we want to go this way. We're using a key on every door here. It's not good. The pool. I don't think this is the run for the pool. I think this could be... The billiard room would give us more keys. Yeah, let's do the billiard room. I wanted to do gymnasium, but then I thought, no, let's make sure that we're keyed up. Okay. 19. 9 minus 7 is 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 10 is 10. times by 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. 20 plus 12 is 32, minus 10 is 22, times by 3 is 66, divided by 3 is 22. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, 1 plus 12, not 20 plus 12. That makes more sense. 13, 3, 9, 3. Okay. Cool. Ah! Alright. We want to get more coins. Coins, coins, coins. Boudoir is the best option. It also gets us a gem, so it's not that bad. Okay, that's a good thing about the safes is you can get them again and you can get gems from them. So many key doors. Oh my gosh. It's got to be security, surely. Yeah. I'm not super happy with it, but there you go. Lots more coins. Do we have the office in this run? No, the office was last run. Damn it. I wanted to spread coins and get loads of coins. Okay. There's nothing really to do here, is there? What can we do again? I just completely forgotten what we can do. Oh, estate inventory. We're missing... Oh. That's bad. That's very bad. It's because I'm rushing. Right. Well, we wanna do... I mean... It's just so annoying. We've missed a lot. Oof. What was it? A key card and a magnifying glass. Well, I'm sorry guys. I have rushed through this a little bit. I just realized. Hopefully we won't need a keycard door though. I'm sure we will in the next, probably after we get this door. Okay, the pool is the only one we want. Oh no. Car keys? Not useful, we don't have a garage. It's over. It's over. Because we need a gem. Or we need gems. And we need keys. And we probably need a... Damn it! Veranda would have been so good. Okay. Well, it's going to be sauna then. And that's the run over. Another vault key. Completely useless to us right now. Okay. Is there anything else I wanted to do? I don't think so. I think it's over. I think there's no point going back and doing anything. Although we unlocked the Black Bridge Grotto, so let's go and explore that at least. Oh yes, of course. We want to buy a book. I think we want to buy Realm and Rune. Because we have the coins to do it. Like on any other run, if we get the bookshop, we'll probably have around 8 coins to spend on the other ones. But Realm and Rune, I definitely want to get. And well, I mean, we can see if we can get 3 more coins. I don't think there's a way to get more coins though without drafting more runes. Hang on. Can I go back here and change this? No way, right? There's actually nothing here I want apart from the pump manual. Let's see if that works. That would be insane if that worked. Surely not, right? Surely we can't do that. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. So Black Bridge Grotto. Whatever that means. Apparently this is a terminal. Oh, I'm kind of scared. This is kind of scary. What is this? Okay. 100. Looks like that's another door that we just can't get through right now. What is this? A small data microchip. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Oh, so we just... Oh, we need 2 more microchips. We've got a terminal here. Blackbridge. Blackbridge Network Administrator Controls. Admin key. It's not going to be Swan Song. No. And it's not going to be like 100. No. Okay. So we're going to need to find another password somewhere. It could be a case of we find the other 2 things here and then we go through and find the password in there. I don't know. We don't have an office, do we? So we can't do the chess thing. Ah! We've got so many puzzles that just require us to have a really good run. So at the moment, we're kind of struggling to get that. But we can do it. We can do it. I think next episode there might be a few things that just click into place and we might just get some really good runs going. But for today, it's definitely been way too much blueprints in one day. We've done so much and we've learnt a lot. We've read so many books. I'm very happy with the progress we've made today. Even though it feels like we haven't had an amazing run, it feels like we've had a lot of really good runs and learnt a lot from it. Mount Holly, Architect's excavation site, 6 drafting rooms, 22 excavated dig spots. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to save and quit now. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. What is this, episode 5? I think this is episode 5. So we will see you in episode 6. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see when it comes out. I hope you have been enjoying this series. I know I have. Like the video if you have been enjoying. And here is a teaser of the next episode. What is this? I'm sorry. What on earth? What is this? Oh my goodness. Anything else down here?